Alright, we're not here to mess around with fluffy ideas. This is an excavation of your mind. You're the hero in the story, whether you like it or not. And you've been called to adventure. The call was the whisper that said, there's got to be more than this. So right now, you're in the ordinary world. It's the world if I can't. It's hard. And that's just the way I am. It's a world where you think your problems are real. Solid things, like bricks in a wall, you're constantly bashing your head against. But here's the first secret. The refusal of the call is you thinking this is all mystical bullshit. It's not. It's neurological fact. Your brain is a prediction engine. It's always running simulations. When you worry, you're simulating failure. When you get anxious, you're simulating threat. You're already a prophet. You're just prophesizing your own misery. Think about it. Have you ever been so absorbed in a movie that you jumped at a scare? That's it. That's the command. Have you ever? It isn't a question. It's a remote control for your nervous system. You hit play, and the whole experience comes back. The tension, the focus, the feeling. You just travelled through time in your own head. You're already a time traveller. You just keep going back to the same shitty neighbourhoods. This is where you cross the threshold. You leave the map of what you think is possible. And your weapons, they're questions. Not just any questions. They're spells. The first trial is the trial of the future self. Let's do this now. Stop thinking just for a second. What would it be like when this problem is gone? Don't tell me a story, feel it. What's the weight off your shoulders? Is it lightness in your chest? A quietness in your head? Is it a stupid easy smile that you didn't have to force? That feeling, that's not a fantasy. That's a prophecy. You just built a homing beacon for your soul. Your rational mind is the world's best bullshitter. It'll see the feeling and start building a logical bridge to it. Oh, I feel confident, so I must have gotten that promotion. It will retroactively invent the reason. Your job is just to set the destination. The feeling is the GPS coordinate. Your brain is lazy as shit. Thank God. It'll always take the path of least resistance. If you showed a well-worn path of worry, it'll sprint down it. But if you lay down a new, easier path of resolution, it'll take that one instead. Imagine I tell you a story about a man carrying a heavy sack of rocks up a hill. He's sweating, he's struggling. Then he realizes he can just put the sack down. He doesn't need to carry it. He just lets it go, and the rocks tumble away. He stands there, feeling the breeze, feeling the relief. You just imagine that, and in some deep, ancient part of your cortex, you just practice letting go. You didn't have to do anything. I just explained the process, and your brain, the lazy bastard, went, oh, I see. We can just put it down. Cool, noted. And it files that away as a new possible program. Just explaining the healing does the healing. Because the brain, it can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined rehearsal and the real thing. It's all just data. You just installed an update without rebooting. This is where you become a wizard. You stop arguing with people's logic and start speaking to their unconscious, which thinks in pictures and feelings. Telling someone, don't be anxious, It's like yelling at a fire to stop being hot. It's fucking useless. But if you say, anxiety, it's like an overzealous smoke alarm. It's screaming because it smells burnt toast. Not because the house is on fire. You don't need to fight the alarm. You just need to acknowledge it. Open a window and let in some fresh air. Boom. You haven't fought their reality. You paced it. Yes, the alarm is loud. Then you let it. And we can open a window. Their unconscious just downloaded a new relationship with anxiety. It's not a monster to fight. It's a malfunctioning device to manage. This is the final stage. You've stolen the elixir. You've got the goods. Now you bring it back to the ordinary world. But the ordinary world looks different now because you're different. You realize every interaction is a chance to heal. Every conversation is a chance to plant a seed. When your friend is stressed and you say, "Man, what will you do first when you get through this crunch time?" You're not just making conversation. You're a goddamn architect. You're forcing their brain to build a temporary scaffold into a future where the stress is gone. And the brain, being lazy, will start pulling that future into the present. The karma of not doing this is the life of being a leaf in the wind, a reactive puppet to every stimulus. Your frequency, it's set by the news, by other people's moods, by random fucking events. It's chaos. The reward for doing this, you become the tuner. You set the frequency. You decide the channel. You want the peaceful and powerful channel. You don't meditate for it. You command it. Have you ever felt completely at peace? Click. There it is. You've just activated your spiritual gifts. Because your greatest spiritual gift is your God-given, scientifically proven attention. So from now on, your unconscious mind will hear these commands in your own voice. It'll hear the "have you ever?" and know it's time to travel. It will hear "what would it be like?" and know it's time to build a future. It will hear a story, a metaphor, a parable, and know it's being given a new, easier path to walk. This isn't a technique. This is the new operating system. It runs in the background, quietly optimizing your reality, generating resolutions, installing healing codes while you're just going about your day. You're the hero who returned. And the elixir you bring back is the unshakable knowing that the words you speak to others and to yourself aren't just descriptions. They're incantations. So for Christ's sake, choose them wisely.